It's no surprise that most people view the decade of their childhood as the most memorable when it comes to their Christmas experience. And the 1970s were no different. The 1970s was certainly a transitioning decade that saw Christmas become bigger and bigger. Toy companies seriously stepped up their game in the 1970s, producing some truly iconic toys throughout the decade and revolutionizing the industry. From Stretch Armstrong to Pet Rocks to new electronic games like
We're not including Pet Rocks in that. Pet Rocks did not revolutionize nothing. Christmas in the 1970s, life in America. So shout out to all of you guys that are celebrating Christmas, and also shout out to you guys that may not be celebrating Christmas. Maybe you have other holidays around this time. I'm not too glued up on all of them as of right now, but I'm sure a lot of you guys will let me know in the comments below. But just shout out to all you guys who are watching this video, because if you're watching this video, you guys are real ones. Look, I haven't seen this one ever, and in terms of Christmas in the 1970s, I haven't really checked much of that out at all. So I'm just going to be from Recollection Road. We're going to see what they have to say about Christmas in the 1970s. Let's see if any of these bring back any memories for you guys, and let's see what new things that I discovered today. Guys, on my page, I'm going to be doing a Christmas movie reaction to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That was my very first time checking out ever. I'm going to be doing a live recap where a lot of you guys can come in, tag along, and watch it back together on Christmas Eve. So if a lot of you guys want to join in on the Christmas spirit over there, then definitely consider checking out the link in the description to my Patreon. While over there, you'll get access to all of my other movie reactions, as well as all my album reviews, sitcom watch parties. We're currently checking out Married with Children, but I have plans on checking out some more sitcoms. A lot of stuff coming away on that Patreon, so if you want to get a gender perspective on a lot of the nostalgic classics a lot of you guys would have grown up with, I'll definitely recommend checking out the Patreon link in the description below. Of course, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as always. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss one of these bangers. And don't forget to like the video, so I know you guys want to see more. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Let's go. Christmas in the 1970s.
It's no surprise that most people view the decade of their childhood as the most memorable when it comes to their Christmas experience. And the 1970s were no different. The 1970s was certainly a transitioning decade that saw Christmas become bigger and bigger.
Oh wow. Sounds like it got more commercialized. People getting bigger trees, bigger decorations.
Although kids were still circling the Christmas catalogs each year, they were also now watching more commercials for the hottest toys of the season.
Wow,
Their favorite TV shows were filled with advertisements that helped every kid fill out their Christmas list.
Okay. Look at this. I forgot the name of this, but I checked out recently some 1970s and 80s Christmas commercials recently on the channel. If some of you guys may have already seen it, but if not, what you guys doing? Turn on the notifications so you don't miss none of these drops. But I came across quite a few of these commercials, and they were very interesting to say the least. I recognized this one. I forgot the name of it. I feel like I've seen some of the other ones like from commercials, but yeah, I definitely saw there was quite a few commercials just popularizing and promoting certain toys. Let me know if you guys recognize any of these.
During this time, shopping malls were becoming the place to go for all of your holiday shopping needs. Although some shopping still occurred along Main Street, the sheer size and variety of stores were making malls more desirable.
Yeah, bro, malls back in the day just hit different. Malls nowadays, like I remember I was in America not too long ago. I remember going to a mall, and maybe in America it's a bit different, but it was empty, man. I remember going into some of these stores, and I was like probably one of 4 people in that store at one point. It was probably like around midday. So if we're just gonna compare the general attend, or what's the word like I'm looking for, the popularity of malls from the 70s till now, there's definitely been a decrease. I feel like back in this time period, if you went to the mall, that was the place to be. Before the internet, this was the place to be, man. From what I've seen.
Were still, however, stopping by the downtown department stores to see the Christmas window displays that would entice the window shoppers to come inside.
Oh, wow. But yeah, man, I would never be able to experience this side of the world, man, before the internet.
The 1970s also had its fair share of great Christmas music. Perhaps no holiday album was quite as beloved as the Carpenters' Christmas Portrait, filled with the classics, but it also included Karen Carpenter's sweet-sounding Merry Christmas Darling.
Karen Carpenter,
Later in the decade, the
Christmas
comedy
Darling
song Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer would become a fun departure from the standard lineup of Christmas music.
Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. What kind of name of a song is that? I've never heard that song before. Rudolph. Yeah, that's interesting because I recognize all of these, like a lot of these songs. Jingle Bell Rock, see, this is standard lineup. But then Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, like, never heard of that. And that's probably, I guess, showing that what he's saying right now, maybe there's maybe a lot of truth to it. I wonder why it got removed though from the standard lineup. Maybe it's controversial. You guys let me know because I haven't heard of that before.
And Over by a Reindeer would become a fun departure from the standard lineup of Christmas music.
That's interesting. I wonder why.
Television specials and movies were still highly anticipated during the 70s. Rankin and Bass Productions continued into the decade with the release of Santa Claus is Coming to Town and The Year Without Santa Claus. The musical movie Scrooge, starring Albert Finney, was another popular Christmas favorite that came out of the 70s.
Have I seen that?
And who could forget the heartwarming TV movie The Homecoming, which introduced us to the Walton family.
The Walton family. I don't think I've seen either of those movies. It looks interesting.
Toy companies seriously stepped up their game in the 1970s, producing some truly iconic toys throughout the decade, and revolutionizing the industry. From Stretch Armstrong to Pet Rocks to new electronic games like Simon.
We're not including Pet Rocks in that. Pet Rocks did not revolutionize nothing. They only revolutionized the way rocks were being used on the ground into people's homes. That's the only difference that they did. To be fair, I guess that's revolution for rocks. But I'm not counting that as a Christmas toy. No. You're not getting Pet Rocks. You're not getting that past me.
Toys throughout the decade and revolutionizing the industry. From Stretch Armstrong to Pet Rocks, to new electronic games like Simon, Speak and Spell, and of course, Pong, the first home video game system that connected to your TV.
Oh, that is so cool. Obviously, that's all I know today, but Pong.
In 1975, Atari partnered with Sears and released Pong under the Sears Telegames label. The $100 game system was Sears' best-selling item during the 1975 Christmas season. Later, the Atari 2600 would expand on the success of Pong and usher in the era of the video game system with changeable games.
Wow. Who would have thought, man? Pong seems like a turning point. Sears, Pong, sounds like good business to me. Or what do I know about business? What do I know?
Television and movies were a big influence on the best-selling toys of the Christmas season. At the time, there were none bigger than Star Wars and action figures from the $6 Million Man. The telescopic eye on Steve Austin made it a favorite for kids who loved the television series.
Damn, man, I don't even know that much about Star Wars and Steve Austin. Might need to tap in.
To capture all of the memories of the 1970s, many families began to take snapshots on a new Kodak pocket camera. These cameras were small and easy to use, and it made taking photos a part of the Christmas tradition, especially on Christmas morning. The Eastman Kodak Company would use television stars to pitch the new cameras, which were essentially toys for the adults.
I can imagine. Saw a few adverts, a few commercials in that commercial playlist that I reacted to recently, and I saw that Kodak camera, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. I've never heard or seen of it until then, so that's an interesting camera, man. It looks like a one of those I can't even know. I don't even know the name.
Christmas in the 1970s was pretty great. The magic of Christmas morning and not believing your eyes at what you found under the tree were some of the best feelings a kid could have. If you have your own memories or traditions of Christmas, I would love for you to share them in the comments. Please enjoy this remaining photo album from the past of Christmas during the 1970s.
Okay, let's see some of the pictures then. Nice. This is like an interesting family or friends. I don't know. So many toys. I don't know. Those look interesting. I feel like toys would be so different nowadays. Wow. Look at the stockings, fireplace. They dress up in suits. That's interesting. Look at that, man. Turtleneck. Special savings on Kenner toys for Christmas. Kenner toys. Okay, those look fun. Interesting. Oh, Play-Doh. I recognize that. And this, I recognize some of these toys here actually. Not too foreign to me. That microwave TV. Always gotta get one of those. Look at that tree. What are they hanging on it? Wow, Plunk. Look at all those toys, man. I can't tell if she's happy, surprised, or putting on a fake smile right now because that. But it looks like she's got a lot of toys behind her. I don't know if those are all hers, but if so, that is very, very. She's very, very lucky. She's got a lot of toys. Oh yeah, okay. You know this boy likes Star Wars. He's got all, I feel like he's got all of the ones that have been popular with the boys, man. They got Star Wars there. Don't know what that is. Some more Star Wars stuff there. Is that? Don't know what that is. Don't know what most of this stuff is, to be honest. But I feel like we just see the difference between boys' gifts and girls' gifts. Like here. All these dolls. That Barbie. I don't know what Plunk is. It's that one. But that looks interesting. But yeah, man, you just see the difference, man. A lot of dolls here. And a lot of cars and Star Wars. Interesting, man. Interesting stuff. If I could... Christmas trees. That's a big family. And that was all she wrote, guys. Look, definitely, yeah, let me know some of the memories that you guys, this may bring up for you guys. If you're watching this before or after Christmas, let me know just what you're excited for. Maybe some highlights you remember from your Christmas memories over the years. Are you excited for this year's Christmas? For those of you guys that celebrate it. And on top of the fact that, do you think this video was very, very representative of your childhood memories in the 70s? Or do you think yours was slightly different? Guys, like I said in the beginning, on my Patreon, I'm going to be reacting to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So again, if you guys want to tag along for that movie reaction, definitely consider joining the Patreon, link in the description below. Also, don't forget to like the video. Comment on a green heart today. Not green and red, just green. Because some of you guys try to predict the heart. Let's see if you predict it right this time. Green hearts only in the comment section below. So I know who my real ones are who made this point. Or #flex for those of you guys that are still struggling to get those emojis on your keyboards or on on your phones, whatever you guys are using. But look, guys, with that being said, I've been the boy JayFlex. This has been me checking out Christmas in the 1970s life in America. For those of you lovely, wonderful, amazing people made it to this point in the video, you guys have been absolutely splendid. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.